Alright, I guess it's going. Oh, brother. I have, zero ideas. None. Nada. Like, I don't even know what to put on the screen. I know it's just black, but that is not what I wanted. That is also not what I wanted. Stop. Why? Why is it like this? I tried doing it off of this one. There we go. God damn it. Why is it so fucking complicated? Uh. Oh. Alright, well, I'll put that on the background, I guess. Not that one. Not that one either. This one. Do this. Damn, he did that shit fast. Alright, I don't know. I want to put something on in the background. Well, air quotes on in the background. I know what video I'd want to watch if I was going to. Alright, well, he completely changed the title of this before. He completely changed the title of this. Oh! Alright, that's what I was. Jesus. Stew. Wanted. That'll work. That'll work. Let's keep that on. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. There it is. Oh, nope, still not the right thing. Ooh. No, it's still doing the... Yeah, there it is. I don't know, I might, but... It's probably just going to be a very short stream, because I genuinely have no clue what the hell to stream today. The game I was going to play is... delayed. I don't feel like playing Pal World. Well, I genuinely just have no clue what the hell to do. And it just chatting is not gonna kick off, I already know that much. Ain't no one gonna watch this shit. I don't blame them. I kind of want to watch this to react to it, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess we'll just see. Maybe it might just stay a shorter one today. Excuse me. Probably just do a stream for a handful of minutes. I kind of do want to see this because I know he apparently did a really, really good, like, class. I mean, shit, see? Apparently, according to a lot of freaking comments I've seen, he actually did. Teacher. Ironically, the only streamer I could see being a teacher. God, I want to watch Charlie play Vice City, but at the same time, I really should watch this. I mean, I guess I could, as much as I want to watch him play Vice City, I guess I could do that later. Yeah, I'll do the smart thing. So that means I can change the title, I guess, at least on Twitch. Spell it right? I probably am fucking up this English, but let me also change it on YouTube. That is not. That is the wrong one. Oh wait, I'm on it. Content. Live. Edit. Alright, that's good enough. You can see that. It was something I wish I started 10 years ago. I wish I fucking started. Unfortunately, I was not confident. Felt. How old? Yeah, no, I guess he would be 31. I'm in that age range too, buddy. Fortunately, I wasn't confident 10 years ago, or else I would have. And luck. Oh, yeah. I'm actually surprised he is admitting it this time. Because I could probably find the video where he says it's not a matter of luck, it's skill. Which, to deep dive on that video, it wasn't skill. He made a video, sent a payment attached to it, and he got, if anything, he got lucky. It actually got viewed on that stream. But if he did what any Joe Schmo does, which is make a video and post it and wait and see what happens, I don't think he would have seen and gotten the results that he got. But I think he realizes that too because he made a comment in another video talking about how flawed that experiment was. And then to top it off, he also did another video where he wondered if where it was could he do streaming all over again? And he went through the struggles of not getting a single viewer. So I think he came around to just realizing it being very much luck. Which, again, surprising after that video. I'd actually like to see him do a new experiment, to be honest. Because it seems like he's come around to it being, yeah, you need to get lucky. Making a video, posting it, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get it. Like, do I think skills involved? Yes, but it's skills he's acquired over 10 years. He's done the trials and the errors, which, even if you literally follow what he says to do, might not work for you, and you're still going to have to go through trial and error yourself before finding what works for you. But either way, it's still interesting that he came around to that. Also, respect the phone color choice. That's my favorite color right there. Fair, but all the phones. It'd be nice, but be delusional. True. Is that me or is that him? I think that's him. It was him. Oh, I don't got confidence, but I'm a fucking massive daydreamer. You can't control when, but you can control if. That's fair. Damn. Hang on, so what was it? Is he actually fluent in Chinese? Sixth most substreamer of all time. Red Bull athlete. I wonder if he's actually fluent in Chinese. Engaged to a bad bitch. Damn. Really? Really? Okay, that makes me feel a lot more confident if they're older than him. Okay. I'm. Wow. Never happening. Or at least it's not happening anytime soon. I wish. I don't think I could go to this even if I did apply. Not me. Gullible. Yeah. Really? Oh boy. Of course. I wonder how that happens. Could be that they got their souls crushed and then they just stopped putting as much energy. This is an average viewership. Participated streamer. +4 median. This is median viewership change considering April, June. 56%. Percentage of streamers who gained. Okay. I mean, obviously, Streamer U won't save you. It's meant to be informative, not a game changer. It's basically what I wish I had. That's able to ask and get questions answered, or get more information instead of just guessing. I probably still will walk away with wondering things. I don't know if I was here if I'd stream it. I think I'd wanted to keep it for myself. Like, I'd probably be like this guy. Like, should he probably be streaming it? Probably, but oh, my neck. Honestly, mine are probably going to be about the same. The problem is I don't want to do that because I did that and ended up disappointed. Same thing with something like that. Write down your goals you have to achieve before the end. Do not make all your goals metric based. Okay, do not make all of them. I don't want to make any of them metric based until I actually start seeing like actual improvements. Make goals that you have control over makes sense, which these, as much as I would want to say I do, I don't. Same thing with that one. Dream big but make it achievable. Yeah, I don't have a chance at any of those. Failure to hit your goals should result in an honest conversation with yourself. Motivation is fleeting. Be disciplined. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, maybe I would make another one, but I don't know. I'd have to literally sit and really think about what ones can I control. Because as much as I'd want to set follows, subs, unique viewers, I don't have control over that. And even just setting it to maybe like literally, unless I set it to something easy, like maybe 5, because 2K ain't happening. Maybe like 5, 10, 100. If I were to do those, if I were to do metric ones, punctual. I mean, I can. I don't know. Trying to come up with a schedule is just so fucking hard, man. Full time, as much as I'd love to, not happening for a while. True. Late wig. Yeah, I already know punctuality and sticking to a schedule will be something I'd fail at because there's just gonna be days when I'm just gonna be like, I'm not feeling it. It didn't stop until you went to bed. I just can't set one. As I understand the mindset though, because people are gonna be like, you gotta do the grind, bro. If you're not doing it 24/7, you don't want it like I do. You're probably not wrong. But I'm not gonna lose. But at least in terms of where I'm at right now, I'm not sacrificing my health because for the hope for a crumb of someone of people hopefully tuning in. Like I'm not a morning person, so 9:30 ain't gonna do too much for me. So let's see. How does is this actually his? Let me see. What's he got? Meetings, podcasts, and get himself ready for the day. I don't take too much me time. Time to watch streams, eat, work out. 4 6 hour stream, usually comprised of 3 segments. 3 segments of what? Spend time with my fiance, watch TV, eat dinner, chill with my cats. When you end your day determines how your next day will go. So he wakes up at 9. I mean, 9:30 is not a horrible wake up time. I try to go to bed an hour later. Problem is 9 o'clock is when I get out of my job and I don't get home until an hour later. I'm trying to use his right now to figure out how I want to do stuff. Because basically, I do something similar, but in between this time frame, I'm on my way to work, and I don't as much as I would. People would say, "Well, stream before you go." I'm like, the last thing I'd want to do is have to freaking be in the middle of something and wanting to finish that and end up being late because my job's far. Although his is also daily. I would need to figure out what days I'd want to do something because stream times I'd probably keep consistent, which late night ones, while not good in the overall grand scheme of things, unless I decide to do the days that I'm off and try and force myself to do like editing and stuff on the days that I work. Problem is again, I'm not gonna be able to be consistent because right now my schedule's been consistent. It's probably not gonna stay that way because unfortunately it's retail, and unfortunately they have a rule of constant availability, which is the reason being is so if other people can get a weekend, which not like I get them, but it's so everyone can have a weekend to be able to do stuff. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out because I'd want to try being more consistent, even though I want to try doing more offline specific content. But I don't know. We'll keep going, see what he says. I feel that. Enjoy content. I like that. Continue to enjoy the content. Definitely. I'm not killing myself over this. As much as I want to, make it, I'm not gonna push myself to achieve something that streaming 10 hours every day is gonna do. It's not gonna do it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How you doing? What's up? How's it hanging? Sounds class. Not bad so far. Genuinely surprised at him admitting it being more luck based compared to a video I remember he did. You're not fucking wrong. Yeah, no, absolutely take breaks. Like I keep saying, I'm not killing myself over doing streaming. Me streaming 10 hour. If I were to sit and stream 10 hours every day, that's not going to guarantee me getting better. It's just going to be like how I've been feeling fairly recently, where I'm like, I don't know what the hell to stream, or I don't feel like it, or I come home from work and I'm like, you know what, I'm skipping today. It's partially, I'll wholeheartedly admit, I don't have much. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. No, no, it's not energy. It's, I don't want to say expectation. Expectation requirement. I'm not. I don't have a reason because not everyone who does has watched my streams regularly is going to be there, or that I there's no guarantee that someone's going to be on the other side to where I literally could spend an entire 2 hour, maybe three, depending on when I decide to or how long I just late I decide to, is going to be there. Maybe requirement's the word I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure it's probably a simile to requirement, but I just can't think of it right now. It's on the tip of my damn tongue. But there's just no like guaranteed reason. Yeah, there's just no guaranteed reason to sit down and be like, you know what, I got to stream today. There are people expecting me to be there. They've been waiting all day. They're that isn't there. It's just like, do I feel like doing that today, or can I skip it? And 9 times out of 10, it's unfortunately, you know what, I can skip it. There's like today I was contemplating it because the game I was gonna play didn't come out, but I'm like, you know what, I want to watch and react to this, put on a stream, see what if other people tune in, all that kind of shit. But yeah, no, it's definitely one of those instances where it's just one of those things. Like I hate to phrase it that way, but definitely knowing someone else is going to be on the other end, which is the entire point of streaming, is what would make me want to turn that on. Would have me absolutely like, I'm in. But outside of that, it's just like I could just record a video, edit it down, post it, and then whenever someone's able to get to it, they can get to it. What's the fucking word? I'll figure it out later. But yeah, no, it's definitely top. All right, let me see. Who's your goat? Study for the job you want. Watch streams. I don't watch a shit ton of people, but I do. I got Charlie. I'm resisting the urge to watch Charlie play Vice City. Playing the streamer who are in the niche that you're in. I want to play games. I'm be honest, I want to play games. I want to try even playing games I never thought I'd play. No, I got you, and I appreciate it. Like, I've said this a bunch of times, and especially to Blue, who I think probably stopped because I'm guessing there was some drama stuff that happened with other stuff. But I don't turn on the stream and hit that start button, play button, whatever you want to call it, expecting everyone to always be there. It's partially why I kind of want to try picking specific days to stream, whether it's 1 or 2 days, and try pivoting more towards YouTube. Not like, oh, I'm ditching Twitch, but more, I want to make content that you can watch on your own time. Maybe you'll see it pop up on YouTube and you'll be like, all right, well, I can't watch it today, but I can watch it tomorrow. Or if you have a job, like, all right, I'll check it out on my lunch break. Or maybe finally when you hit a day off, you wake up, you get some breakfast or whatever, you put it on, you watch it while you're just something that it's on your own time. There's no requirement to be there. You get to it when you get to it. Like, I kind of want to pivot towards that. I don't want to say I want to make streaming secondary, but I do kind of want to make it more easy and accessible. The problem I have, editing. I don't think I'm entertaining, so I'm watching my streams back, trying to figure out what I want to keep and what I want to axe, and I'm just sitting there like with Bloodborne right now. I've been struggling with that because I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, I might just skip to the freaking boss fight and just cut that and keep that because I'm like, I don't think anyone wants to see me running through this. And I mean, I guess for a short video because it doesn't, I don't need to reach a threshold. I'm not getting paid, so I'm not saying like, oh, but I feel like, a snippet's better, and then I just put the VOD, one of the VODs at the end of it. Um, yeah, I also just hate the sound of my voice. Ugh. Like, I'm not squeaky, but definitely don't sound like an adult. Um, but yeah, I'm getting lost in the sauce here. I want to try watching this, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just got to really sit down and figure out how I want to do things because I don't want to abandon streaming. I've gotten in I don't want to say I've gotten in deep, but I've definitely gotten to a point when I don't want to just stop because of doing a hard pivot, but I do want to figure out how to balance that with trying to do more offline content. Maybe what I can try doing is streaming on days off earlier in the day and doing video editing after work at night because then I can kind of take my time. Or I don't want to say vice versa because I do want to try doing more earlier because I feel like I can get a better chance at an audience then rather than streaming at 11 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. Time management has been my struggle outside of just personal things with editing. That's because I don't. Editing is not for me. I'll say that, but also just trying to pick what I would want to keep. Like, I guarantee if I had an editor and I sent them this footage and we both did variations, they'd probably have so much more kept than I would. I gotcha. Alright, where was I? Find the streamers who niche that you in. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before, of course. Because it's usually a streamer or content creator that got you into wanting to do it. Like, for me, I don't want to say I was inspired by this one, but it was more like the idea of becoming a YouTuber and playing games was brought up by someone who ended up doing it. They're not exactly a popular YouTuber, they're considered a cockroach, but he's still kicking and still making content, but yeah, but he's definitely what brought the idea or the concept to my attention to where I was like, shit, I definitely would want to do that. And unfortunately, I just didn't have the confidence because I probably would have, if I actually stuck with it with the mindset I have now, I probably would have made it. Not in this concept, but I would have made it. All right, anyway, you don't get KD without Kobe. You don't get Anthony. You don't get KD without Kobe. You don't get Kobe without Michael Jordan. You don't get MJ without David Thompson. I'd say Charlie is definitely mine because he just streams whenever the fuck he wants to, and he does well. You know, I'll keep this playing while I'm looking. Oh no, I absolutely fucking want to make it. Like, I think it's great. Yeah, he's at 5.8K and he barely streams. Okay, son of a bitch, I'll be right back. Gotta use the bathroom. I'm trying to hold it, but nope. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I probably shouldn't have grabbed the water, but I probably should also drink water. Excuse me. Oh shit. He popped over on YouTube now. Man's coming at me from both ends. Oh shit. Alright, anyway. Thank you, sir. RDC, good choice. King of the content funnel. She is really funny. Three streamers I like, huh? Yeah, unfortunately. The money, it does seem like content is based on how much money you can fucking sink into it. Let's see. Who would be my three? Charlie for one, because I will say this. I will always say Charlie's probably one of my favorites, simply just because his content is very simple. His content is very bare bones in the best way. His content is 18 point I think he's at like 18.2 million subscribers, and all he does, depending on what he's doing, is literally just trims the footage down. He just makes cuts. He just does edits. If he's talking about a subject, he'll splice it in there with him still talking about it. It's very simple, it's very bare bones, and he continues to grow. While, yes, it's primarily probably because he's pretty funny with his phrases and his monotone and all this other kind of stuff, but he is the epitome of you don't need to be fancy with your editing style to continue to grow. And I think that that's great. He turns on a camera, he powers up his mic, he talks for whatever length of time, and then he cuts it down and posts it. That's literally something anyone can do. You just gotta figure it out. Or, I mean, shit, you could also just sit down, record it, and if you think you got enough going for it to where you don't need to cut anything, you just record it and post it. Because he does that and he succeeds. Continuous. He's still growing. Dude's probably gonna make 20 million by maybe next year, if not by the well, probably not by the end of the year. But he does grow as it's an insane fucking rate. But yeah, he is like bare bones in the best way, the epitome of anyone can do this and succeed, in my opinion. Yes, he got very lucky with his co-op video and I almost said Robert Downey Jr. Ray William Johnson. Yeah, RDJ the goat. All right, anyway. But like he didn't I don't want to say he didn't change because you could make an argument to certain stuff, but he does what makes him happy. And I mean, shit, I don't watch everything Charlie posts. If I something that I might not care too much for, I don't watch it. Excuse me. But yeah, he's definitely to me the epitome of everyone can do this. Um, shit, who's another streamer? Because I don't want to say I go deep in the paint. I guess maybe content creator. Could I could I put Rhyme Dotto and Cyriax in the same group as even though they have their own separate channels, they don't have a shared one? I mean, they have their own little micro group, but they usually post on each other's channels for it. Yeah, I'll just go for the three of them. So yeah, those three, the three idiots, probably another one similar to him with RDC. They're just a genuine group of friends. They're all fucking dumbasses, hence the name. Um, I mean, I don't have as much to say about them as I do Charlie, of course, but that they're a little bit more. They pay an editor, they pay an artist for their thumbnails. Um, I know Dion Cyriax doesn't always pay an editor. He has edited some of his own videos and probably does that. And it's something, for all I know, he enjoys, and maybe he just passes it off when he can't dedicate the time because he obviously does have a family. Hey, Kiwi. Hey, just checking out Ludwig's class. Figured I'd give it a go, and I'm participating in my own way. I'm trying to figure out my third favorite streamer or content creator. Who else do I watch on a regular enough basis? Charlie, I pretty much watch every day. Three Idiots, whether it's together or separate, I pretty much watch on a regular. Maybe Sam? I watch Sam on a regular basis. Let me pull up my YouTube real quick. Hang on. I mean, there's Garash. That is the wrong tab. Oh my god, I'm gonna do this a bunch, aren't I? This one, okay. Let me see. UJK plus 3. Now you're good. Anything fun happen lately? I wouldn't say so, no. I was hoping to play a game today, but I guess it had to delay because I guess they didn't put it into Steam appropriately, so it got a delay. Maybe Distortion? Because he does stream on a regular basis. I don't watch a ton of Shy Lily. I don't watch a ton of Iron Mouse outside of a handful of clips. I mean, shit, Callie's my favorite, and I don't really watch her all too much. Or my favorite VTuber, I should say. He does, but I can let him explain. Oh, Dragon Sword. I think I played the demo. I think you were in for it. Yeah, I think you were here for that demo. It's that game that's like Genshin Impact, but it's gonna be pay to own everything because they decided to go against the gacha model. It was supposed to drop today, but it's not going to drop until tomorrow at 6. Maybe I'll say Distortion. I mean, the only reason I don't want to say yeah, the only reason I don't want to say Distortion is because I mean he plays any games anyway. Like he's not strictly locked into Souls games. Like that's definitely his most popular. Like he gets 1,000 plus at least on YouTube when he does Souls games. I mean, I guess I could say Distortion would probably be another one because even though Souls is obviously where he sees the most popularity, he still plays other stuff. Yeah, I'll say Distortion because it doesn't stop him from enjoying other games that he wants to play. No, 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 it's not a drama stream. It's a streamer university class that Ludwig did. So I'm checking out one of the parts because I figured I'd see what he has to say because I've seen a few clips to which I have questions that I don't know if I see the full context I'll get an answer to. But I did have one issue with him before, and I don't mean like a hate thing. Another LARPer? No, 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 not another LARPer. Um, Ludwig's a pretty damn decent streamer. I think he's live right. Well, maybe not right now, but he was. Is he still live right now? Yeah, he's still live. He's at 14K right now on YouTube. Oh, sorry, 11.5. How how much is he looking on Twitch? Yeah, he is still live. How much is he on Twitch? I can't see. Yeah, it's just giving me a chat. It's not giving me. Well, either way, he's probably at several thousand on Twitch right now too. But yeah, no, he's a big streamer, so he's definitely got good points. I've I wouldn't say he's a streamer I frequent, but he is someone who has done this a long time and succeeds. I'll admit there was one video he did a while ago, which I think he's backpedaled on his thought process behind it a while since then. Um, where he was talking about YouTube and Twitch basically being a successful content creator as a skill, not luck. And how he presented that was he wrote for a video. He went on some site, I think, I can't remember what the name of the site was, and paid someone to read the script. Has Charlie mentioned anything recent? He's been on a cop larping binge. So people pretending to be and posing as police officers. But where was I? Oh yeah, but anyway, and he paid someone to read a script. Drama is so real. Yeah, no, I get you. That's why I love him so much. I don't agree with him on everything, but he is probably like in the general because a lot of people like, oh, he's too vanilla. I'm like, sorry, he thinks murder is bad and stuff like that. Yep, as police. So they'll like go around and make arrests, or they'll drive around in a car that has red and blue lights on it. They'll walk around with a fake body cam or a bulletproof vest or something akin to a bulletproof vest that they can get, a badge that they buy off of Temu or something. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Oh yeah, Ludwig on that thing. What did I leave off on? Oh yeah, and he paid a guy to read this. Ludwig paid a guy to read the script. But the thing about it is, he didn't make the video, post it on this YouTube channel, and let it ride. Well, I'm not saying they stuck him in the back of the car. I don't think they did. I think they just put him in cuffs, said that they were arrested for a bit, came to a conclusion, then left. Because they can't take him anywhere. Um, Son of a bitch, I keep getting off topic. Oh, right. Anyway, and he posted the video, but he didn't do like what 90% of people who do YouTube do, which is post it and sit back and wait. He went to a streamer friend who he made this video about, donated $50, talking about having made the video, and it kicked off from there. That's not natural growth. That's him going to a streamer and getting lucky that the DI even watched the video on his stream. That, to me, is still luck based. Now, someone made a video trying to talk about that where he was like, oh, I made a video, posted it, and nothing really happened. And then he made a second video, and that first video popped off. That, to me, is a little more realistic. I still think that they do get lucky for that, but he didn't do what Ludwig did, which was pay someone to watch the video for a second that was already on live on stream, and it popped off. Now, he did admit in that guy's comment section that his findings were flawed. And in this, he did mention earlier on, I can't remember at what point, that there is a lot more luck involved. So it seems to me he's kind of come around to understanding it's not about, like, you can watch, research, and literally copy someone's video to an extent and post it, and it doesn't mean you're going to see 100,000 subs at the end of the month. It's possible because I've seen people who do little small animation videos get 100,000 subs in a month in 3 weeks, but that's not going to happen to everybody. But yeah, it seems he's definitely changed his tune on that. But yeah, either way, anyway, but yeah, he's just someone who has a lot of points, but I kind of want to see what he says and if he elaborates on some of the stuff I've seen so far. He probably will in this one, but I'm hoping maybe I see some of it in here. But we'll see. Write down your goals to achieve this year. I could try again. Schedule. Ugh. Say your goals out loud to make them real. I would have to figure them out. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Oh, good. No, no, you hit the nail on the fucking head. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Yeah, no, you don't. He should not have apologized for that because he damn well knows she shouldn't be doing that shit. Content creator, if that counts, because I don't strolly want to stream. I would want to stream to connect with people a bit more, but or be able to like chat and shoot the shit. I don't need to be rich. I just want to live comfortably, doing something I enjoy. I don't need to be I don't need to be Ludwig rich. I don't need to be Charlie rich. I don't need a big ass fancy house. I would just want to be able to pay off a house, pay my bills on time, put them on auto pay if anything like that. Like I know some people will say, "Oh, get responsibility by making sure that you set them on a calendar and paying them." I'm like, I want to not worry about this stuff. I want to be able to afford a house. I want to be able to afford groceries. I'm probably going to run the car I'm currently driving to the ground. I'd want to be able to pay to fix stuff if I need to, health insurance, groceries, and have enough money in the bank to be able to go out and do stuff. Buy a new console to be able to continue to make content. If I want to see a movie, go to the movies. If I see something I want to buy, like a dumb figure or some other stupid shit, I can afford that. I don't need to open up my bank account and see 7 digits, 6 digits, 5 digits would be enough. Shit, my bank account could be permanently hard stuck at 50K and I'd be happy. As long as if I dipped into that, I built it back up again. I don't need to be rich. I want to be comfortable. I don't even know what I would do if I was rich. They are fucking massive, yeah. That's what's up. I don't need to be the biggest. Is that a chalkboard? He does do this. Okay. This is the business side. Okay, cool. There's 94 higher than him? Oh, Iron Mouse might be higher, actually. Oh, this is where he flexes. Oh, how much he spent. Okay. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, so this is it. Which I need to figure out how to do. Really? All right, so this is where he flexes that big number. And I agree with that. But here's why I will make an argument in terms of, because I agree with that mindset and I agree with Charlie turning all that stuff off. The problem is getting to the point when you could do this. And that's the hard part. It is going to be, unfortunately, as much as you might not want to, gonna be a while of you being viewer funded to get to the point when you can tell people spend your money on other things. Like, you want to support me? Get merch. That way you're getting something out of it. Because 100%, I'd rather people buy merch than subscribe to my Twitch. Only problem is right now, I don't have merch. So I can't do it. It's the main reason why I don't want to do Patreon. Because I know Patreon would probably be like the best way, but I can't think of what I'd put on there that would make sense for people to spend money. I don't want to be viewer funded, but at least early on, I can't see how you can get there outside of having viewers help you get to the point when you no longer need them. And I don't mean that in a bad way, like you can give them the middle finger. I mean, I don't need your money. Because absolutely, I don't, even as he said, as a multimillionaire, I don't like getting $100 in gifted subs. I agree with that. It probably does get to a point when it feels weird. It's nice that they like you that much. I know there's plenty of people that do it, and I can understand why, which I'll dabble in a second. But unfortunately, I do think early YouTube, Twitch is probably going to be heavily viewer funded. And he's gonna, because I can already tell where this is going, because this is probably one of the screenshots, or not screenshots, but clips I saw. I'll actually, you know what, let me keep going. And then I'll. This is the one I saw. So that's what I'm talking about. So he's a little different, apparently, because I didn't realize the athlete part. But how, as a small streamer, do you get this? Because to me, and I should probably keep this up because maybe someone might ask this question that I want to know, is this him asking sponsors, hey, can we work something out? Can I get sponsored by you? Like, I'll do this kind of stuff, like I'm a fan of your product, or I enjoy your product, or what have you, and then, he does that? Or is this him, or is the company's asking him? Now, I want to keep this going to get more context. I don't think he's going to give it, but that's what I want to know, because this doesn't seem like something feasible by someone small, because if it's strictly you being asked by sponsors, why would, like, AT&T, Alienware, I mean, I know, like, Distortion has done Alienware sponsor, so it is something that even lower tier, like Distortion, because he is unfortunately a lower tier, even though I do like his content and stuff, but even he admits he's not, like, as big as Ludwig and stuff, has done Alienware sponsorships. It's feasible, but, like, what threshold do you need to pass for someone like Alienware to see you and be like, you know what, I want to sponsor this content creator, or I want, like, because I don't think they do it out of charity, like, I want to see this content creator grow. It's probably like, okay, they'll make us some money. Or maybe, like, the store should reach out to Alienware and they agreed. I don't fully know. Like, I don't know if he explains it. Like I said, I probably should have went a little further, but I don't know if this is sponsorships he's reached out to, or if they reached out to him. And even then, I think that there's the duality of if they reached out to him, obviously the figure is going to look better because they got to incentivize him to say, yeah. But if you reach out to them, they can kind of go a little lower because excuse me, you're already, oh my god, I can't speak. You are already interested in being sponsored by them. So they don't need to give, like, as a low ball, they can offer him $500 and it incentivizes him a little more. They can hit you with $100 because you're the one asking and already showing interest. That might not be how it works. They might have a specific payment that they do for sponsors where it's going to be like whether you ask them or they ask you, it's a flat rate. Air quotes, flat rate. But I don't know. I don't know how it works. But even then, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I'd be fine with just this. Like, I mean, even Twitch, I'd be fine with just that. Like, that a month, I'm like, I don't see me putting on the same stuff he's doing. It'd be cool. Like, I know one thing I want to do with my VTuber shtick is stories. I can't sing, I can't draw, but I am heavily imaginative. I'd want to pay an artist to do comics and stories, and I mean, shit, if it gets to a point, maybe do something animated. I doubt it'll ever get there, but that's what I want to do. I can't sing, I can't dance, I wouldn't want to. I want to do stories. I want to tell a story with this character that I came up with in my head. Because I see a lot of the VTubers, like, one of the things I think is a missed opportunity with Hollow Stars and then maybe like the one thing with Hollow Live, Hollow Stars, the English group in particular, are a guild group. They have been presented as a guild group. I don't know if they still stick with that narrative, but why not do like animated shorts of them doing, is it commissions? I don't know, guild jobs. Why not do micro stories of them doing guild jobs where they're comedic and then maybe have some awesome action? They can make it shonen-esque. It'd be dope. And I mean, the EN groups that they have, Advent and Justice, they're supposed to be like, Advent's the criminals, Justice is the one supposed to be catching them. Why don't they do more stories with that? Like, they maybe do small roleplay moments with it, but they don't do anything with it in terms of a story. Why link them together if you're gonna do nothing? I'm just sitting here looking at all the story capacities that they can do, and they just don't do it. But I guess that's just a personal gripe, but I at least can look at me and I'm like, I want to do stories. I just can't pay to do stories. At one point, I'd want to. Could I utilize AI to do it as proof of concept? Yes, but then that's a stigma and a tag that'll be attached to me that I don't want to have. Because, yes, at some point, I would replace the AI stuff and probably even redo, if I do any AI content or AI art work for the proof of concept, I would absolutely replace that with human done. But I also don't want to sit and type 400 fucking prompts to get what I'm happy with. I'm not doing that. I went on a weird ass tangent that I didn't even mean to go on to. Dear God. Alright, anyway. That's not bad. That's true. That is actually very fair. Okay. Why? Okay. Okay. So that kind of leans into the context of what I was wondering about the sponsorships. So they have to get asked, or it's their agency reaching out and trying to get something, and it seems like they're not getting any success. So maybe it's a 50-50. So that might have just answered my question. So maybe it is like a half and half. So maybe it is like a flat rate type of deal. where they'll pay a streamer regardless of whether the streamer's, I guess, management asks or if they reach out to the management. Okay. I could be misinterpreting that, but that's how I'm hearing it. So maybe it is the case of where it's half and half. Okay. Or maybe it's still my thought process still applies where maybe if you do the reaching out, it's still Jesus, it's still a little lower versus them reaching out to you, but the total, especially if you get enough, maybe still looks good. And I want to fix that, but editing is what's killing me. I want to do more offline. In a month, though, I'd be satisfied with that too. 130 hours in a month. Hang on, I need to pull out a calculator. Because how much is that? That is not what I wanted. Alright, fine, I'll just fucking search for it. Goddamn. Calculator. 130. And let's divide it by a full-time work week. I mean, technically, I could also just multiply it. So, actually, no, wait, if I'm doing this right, that's 3 to 3.5 hours every day, which you can add that into being very specific days. Like, you can definitely have a few days being 8 hours, and okay, actually, that's not like she's not gonna be Ludwig rich, but that's basically what I would want to aim for. And if I surpass that, like shit, what I would love to have happen and would probably actually have me in tears is a silver play button on YouTube. I'd probably actually cry. I'm not gonna lie. And it'd be ugly cry. More than likely. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't ugly cry. But I think I would actually be brought to tears if I got a silver play button. That's not bad. I appreciate it. Variety. Like, what's the variety, though? Have, but I think that's still more than I make right now. Several million. I mean, alright, hold on. To nitpick, he might have been wrong at 5 million, but he was still fucking close considering there are people who said a couple thousand to a million. He was closer than the rest. Yeah, you can say you're wrong, but you could have been like close. Not correct, but close. He's still making money though. That's still more than I think I make my fucking retail job. Yes, he. I'm actually glad he's just said that because I do think that's the case. No, until eventually it just stuck with me. Not wrong. I think I'd be happy with it. I enjoy it. I enjoy this. I would just need for the YouTube side to make money to pay an editor who would probably find a lot more gold in what I'm doing than I can. Because again, I'd probably trim down an hour's worth of footage to probably 5 minutes because I think that that's the only thing that's good. I pass off to someone that can probably find 20 minutes to a half hour out of it. I don't think I could find it. I think they would. I could be wrong. Maybe they'd find roughly the same to where I'd get 5 minutes. Maybe they get 7. I mean, that's still 2 more minutes than I can find, but no, I enjoy this. I do. I think that this is fun. I want to share my experiences. Shit, I'm hoping I get to a point when I feel more comfortable playing a game I might not normally play. But like right now, I wouldn't see myself putting money into a Resident Evil game where maybe I might like it, but I don't know. But I don't want to drop $70 on the new Resident Evil just to be like, eh. No, I think it's great. I would love to be able to do it full time. Oh, I want full time. If I grow from that, ballin', it means I can try and do more things that I would find cool. Well, hold up. Oh, I saw that. Squeaks. I thought I saw Siri X in the chat, and then I saw someone say Siri. I'm like, wait, what? I kind of want to try being more offline. Like, I do want to stream. Like, I do want to stream because I'd love to be able to interact with people on chat. Oh my god, stupid fucking. And you put, and it's got TikTok in the name. What is this shit? It was created 2 years ago today. So either A, this channel got snatched, or B, they started trying to bot. Anyway, um, like I do want to stream to be able to interact with the people that got me to where I'm going, but I do want to try doing like some offline content. Like I know of most thing that VTubers do is streams. I mean, I guess with an editor I could kind of be able to do both. I just feel like you can have a lot more fun and creativity in like an offline video. I don't know. It's definitely tricky because I don't want to strictly be streaming. I do want to do offline stuff because I feel like, that's good to get into for those that maybe can't be for a stream or they can't always watch it and maybe they don't want to sit through a VOD. Some people might. I fall asleep to VODs. I'll put on a VOD if I did catch it or just in general and I'll put it on to fall asleep to because it's on for hours. Maybe some people put on a VOD to have in the background. That's fine. But I think offline content's good for whenever. Sitting on a lunch break, you got 30 minutes for lunch, 30-minute video, 25-minute video. So you got enough time to heat it up, microwave it, pull it out, take a seat, put your earbuds in, and put on the content for the 25 minutes while you're eating, and then you got enough time to wrap up and then get back to your job. Or maybe like a lunch break in if you're in college, or if you can. I doubt you can in high school. I'm pretty sure you probably can't pull out your phone and start watching shit. But like college, maybe you got a lunch break again while you're eating before your next class, or while you're waiting for your next class. You got a half hour before your next class. Watch your favorite content creator. Oh Jesus, excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. I'd kind of want to figure out a decent blend. I don't need to make millions. If I get there, cool. My clip channel does really well, but how do I convert long form viewers? Yes to this, and yes to this. I don't think I understand what he means by this. Yes. I'd raise my hand, but that doesn't do anything for you. I would raise my hand with that too, because gurus give you an interpretation. They experiment with the platform. They try stuff and say, this worked for me. Like, I've seen this. I don't know if you've looked at any YouTube gurus, but I know that there was one that I saw where they straight up said YouTube came out and said that they don't really use SEO anymore. So, meaning you don't need to put tags, you don't need to put certain things in your description or back end tags or anything like that. YouTube doesn't rely on those to get your video around. They said that, but this guru said that they still do that because they're doing it as a just in case thing, or they've had a video where they didn't do it and it didn't take off, and they had a video where they did do it after this change and it did better. So maybe they do as a superstition. I don't know, but it sounds like they just do things as an experiment. Like I tried this and it worked, so I think you should try it too, type of deal. I want to know if it does. Like I don't know if I should start unlisting my VODs on YouTube. Would that help my videos pop off? Like if the streams no longer can be visible unless you already have the link. I don't know. YouTube isn't going to tell me. Gurus can only guess. I can guess off of other content creators. I know Distortion always hides his VODs and then uploads them to his VOD channel. But I don't know if that actually does anything, because Charlie doesn't do it all, but Charlie also doesn't give a shit. Like, he makes enough money to where I guess it doesn't affect. If it does drag down his channel, it's not to a significant amount to where it matters, but I don't know. And I'm not going on. I don't want to go off of guesswork. I want to go off of, yes, this is confirmed. But YouTube's not going to do that. I still don't get the last point. I would raise my hand, but I can't. What do you mean? How many viewers did he say? 100 to 300? Does he mean like shorts? Like YouTube shorts? Because if that's the case, that's not really a lot. If he's talking about like this. Okay, maybe not that because that's 4 hours. Nope, not that. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to watch that later. Yeah, I'm not seeing any clips. Um, I'm guessing like the ones for I guess VTuber specifically, where they're like 2 to 3 minutes long, maybe 5 at max, depending. Maybe they mean that. So maybe he means like taking the 2 to 5 minute snippets from a stream and maybe converting them to like a 10 to 20 minute video, or like this. Except I'm unfortunately not clipping because I don't know what to save. I mean, I got one I could probably upload, which I've been meaning to. I really should. Of fucking Kativa getting yeeted into the next continent for whatever reason. I don't know what the hell happened there. I just see it flying in the distance. I don't want to do Instagram. I don't want. I mean, I've said so much. I don't want to do Instagram and TikTok. I don't want to do those because I'm not going to stick with them. I already know that. That the only reason I would is probably the same reason he does. He probably pays someone else to do that. Now I could be wrong. He probably does it himself, but based on what his schedule was, he probably has someone else run his clip channel, which is probably part of his expenses. Like if someone else wants to run that shit for me, I'd be down for that. I'd actually be down for what Rhyme Style does. He said he's fine with people clipping him and posting that and making money off of it. I'd say that's fine with me. I'm like, as long as their intent is to direct people towards my channel, that can go ahead and be your fucking payment. I don't give a shit. You don't have to give me it. If you want to donate money to me off of what you make from that channel, I won't stop you, but I would say that could be their payment. Go ahead and clip me in if you make money off of it, ballin'. As long as it's not being copied verbatim, I'd be fine with that. Because my shit sucks. Time. You'll start making clips next week. Hey, I won't stop you. Because I will say that clippers absolutely help make a streamer. The community absolutely, obviously, the community obviously helps make the streamer, but clippers especially because they put someone's content in a small enough form to where people go, I might check this person out. But no, absolutely. I just because I know that Rhyme Style has. I think Charlie said the same thing, which I look at it as it's fine. If the main goal is to direct people towards watching my content, and I'd also phrase it this way, as if you're not making it with the intent of making more money than I would, which I'm not making anything, so it doesn't change anything. But at the same time, like I said, Clippers making money off of my content, one, again, that's your form of payment, and two, obviously, if you're clipping my stuff, you probably do it because you like my shit. And like I said earlier, unfortunately, small streamers probably have to be viewer funded. There's nothing that says that you can't direct some of that funds toward me to keep going to where you can keep getting clips. And I don't mean you specifically, but you know what I mean. But, like, it could be a never ending thing. I mean, shit, you can even fund it, you can even phrase it as here's your cut from my clip channel that I got of you. That'd be fine, however you want to phrase it. If there are people who want to keep that money because maybe they're in college and they need it for other stuff or high school and they want to do, I'm like, as long as, like, if you're putting it towards stuff to help you out in this world, I understand. I just don't want people ripping ripping my shit directly and either pretending to be me or I guess being lazy with it. I don't know. I don't know how else to phrase it. All right, hang on. I lost my. Oh shit! Thank you. So, what follower is worth more, huh? I don't. I don't think Twitch followers give you anything. In case I also didn't fully say it, thanks for the 100 bits. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. Why does it do that? Okay, hang on. It's because I keep forgetting to deal with this. I need to Google this. Why does it? Why does it do that? Why? Live stream alerts playing twice. Ah. All right, hang on. Let me try something. All right, what if I play? Hang on. Let me play the video so I can see. Wait, is it not even? Is it even playing the audio off of him? Like, can you hear? Can you hear the video? I don't. I'm starting to question that because I don't see it down here. I think I have it playing, right? But that wouldn't explain why I'm hearing it twice. Okay, hang on. I had it and I lost it. Usually because you have multiple instances of the browser source open. An unmuted dashboard tab or overlapping on video monitor settings. Multiple browser sources across scenes. I know it's not that. I'll have to worry about it another day. I keep saying that, but at some point I'll just actually have to sit and fix it. If I end up spending 10 minutes fixing it on a fucking stream, I'll spend 10 minutes fixing on a stream. I don't know. I have to just not be lazy. Anyway, I want to say YouTube, but I probably am wrong. Really? Makes sense. True. Okay. So he's going off of what they're typically used for. Twitch is primarily for streaming, where YouTube, while you can, you're not really going to do that. I'm doing both. So it might be equal, maybe? Yeah. Like I said, I would do streaming for kind of relationship building to an extent, and YouTube would just be convenience. Because, like, obviously, you're not always going to be able to catch someone's live stream, and the whole point to a live stream is interacting with the streamer. And if you can't do that, then watching a video where you're in the same boat as everyone else. You know, you're always talking to chat, but there's people who lurk. I'm a lurker. Sometimes I'll comment, but or sometimes I'll chat, but I'm mostly just lurk. Can always be the clip. Viewer sees the clip, they go to the stream, they wait for the expectations to be met, they get bored and leave. Makes sense. Oh. Was that Tyler 1? I got like a few. But I also do not even I just can't get myself to go and hunt it down. 30 seconds if I'm fucking lucky. You can't be. I cannot. I don't live alone. I have to I have to keep tone down. Like I don't think I scream at the top of my lungs anyway, but I can't be loud at all. Makes sense. Why is she? I thought it was like tats or something, but no, she just got the hairstyle. Good for them. Good for them. Relationship building, ballin'. I try. Of course. Oh boy. I can't even get myself to go back and do that. I've done that a few times. I'm doing that with. I'm trying to do that with Bloodborne. My problem is I want to keep playing Bloodborne, but I don't want to overwhelm myself with a shit ton of videos because that's what I did with Elden Ring, and I don't want to go back to that. I have to at some point. I gotta finish those videos. I'm gonna try just making it one, but I don't want to go in and look at 10 hours of footage I gotta go through because I already don't like editing enough and I get overwhelmed. I'm looking at 10 hours I want to try knocking out of the park in like 3 days. Technically less than that, and it's just not gonna happen. I literally drag that video into DaVinci, see how long it is, and I literally walk away and procrastinate for the entire day. I've been trying to narrow down Bloodborne to like 2 hours. I dragged it into DaVinci yesterday. I don't want to go through it. I really am just looking at like, do I have to? I don't think this is. I just want to take the boss and be done. Like I can't. I can't. I don't. It's probably good. It's probably okay. It's a first fucking run. It's not supposed to be good. But I can't think of what I want to save to make a video from it. So it's like I'm partially doing what he's already suggesting. I just can't get myself to do it because I'm looking at this and I'm like, this just sucks. I'm not good. I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm not gonna record every single fucking game I play. But like Bloodborne, want to turn into an offline series. Absolutely. I'm not doing anything with Palworld because while it's okay, I don't really like it. I'm not seeing anything cool. I don't know. It's just not for me. It's not bad, but it's just not for me. But Bloodborne, yes, I just gotta edit, and I gotta do it soon before I jump back into it because I don't want to look at 10 hours of footage and just keep pushing it off and pushing it back because it's just, I'm just not an editor. I'm not. I know it's what I kind of want to get into for YouTube because YouTube is predominantly what I want to do. Streaming was just easier, but I can't look at 10 hours of footage and be rub my hands together and be like, all right, let's get it. I look at that and go, what have I done? What have I done to myself? What I should try doing is something like this and just stream myself editing just to shoot the shit with someone and have them on and have people on my ass being like, edit this fucking footage now. Stream duration 6 hours 9 minutes. Nice. Unique chatters 4,188. Average viewers 7.5. This is on Twitch. Does he get more on YouTube? Oh no, max viewers 11,000. But then again, average is 7K, so that's how many stuck around. 190. That's a minus. 8 viewers, that's a minus. Subscribers. Views 61,000. Watch time 31,000. Goddamn. $2,000. Not bad. Minus 6 subs, though. I'm guessing that's the timeout. Not bad. Because you had fun. No. Yeah, I don't think I could get away with reacting to a video, though. I say as I'm doing that. Although I don't even know if I want to leave it up. Oh, what, hours? 100 hours to 150 hours? Is that what he's saying? I can't do that, though. That's 5 days of streaming. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Damn, they weren't kidding. He really is probably one of the best courses. Dude flat out came into this like an actual teacher. So I guess the dream idea is the stories. I don't even know what $1,000 idea would be. I guess maybe trying. I guess the Bloodborne playthrough, though, that's not gonna pull that off. But if he's talking about what would make you $1,000, then yeah, probably the Bloodborne playthrough. Dollar idea, probably this. Just finding a video to react to, having it play. What the fuck? That might be closer to half a mil. Well, yeah, probably mine is up there, but here, 95K from Matt Mercer. Fuck yeah. That's actually kind of banging. Can't leave till you double 100,000. I would never leave. My luck is abysmal. It not coming out of my head. Don't be saying you're older, man. I'm in the same age range. You're killing me. I'm trying. Mine just suck. I'll be right back again. This is what I get for chugging beverages. Freaking coffee and half a water bottle, and then I pull a half another water bottle. Be right back. Okay, dear God. I've done so much yapping in comparison to video watching. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but anyway. And I'm guessing this is probably a supercut of this. Of course. Get those to Charlie. I mean, as long as you had fun. Did you have fun? Yeah, I also look at it like, did you have fun making it? Like, it's not so much was it worth it? Was it fun? Because, I mean, shit, Charlie, if we're gonna go into it, and he said this, and it almost made me shed a tear. Just how casually he said it. Charlie's esports team. Man came out and said he makes no money on it, but he still loves doing it. He's burned. He is, at least at the time, he said he was 4 million in the hole. It does not earn him money, but he's like, but he doesn't give a shit because he enjoys doing it. Same thing with a bunch of other videos he was doing. He enjoyed doing them. He's like, yeah, they don't make fucking money, but I enjoy doing them. So I mean, it's something he doesn't have to do a bunch. But did you have fun making that video? Did you have fun? That's to say, did you also have fun? Like, would you do it again? $1 million. Damn. 500. Lost money. Okay. Earn money. Well, yeah, because yeah, yeah. Shit. The only problem is shit probably would cost me money, and I can't. I can't take time away from work. Yeah, well, if they're doing like the golfer on TikTok where he keeps hitting onto buildings and crowds, he's being a shithead because it works. Same reason why I know YouTube won't come out and tell you the success on YouTube because, well, not that they can't, but they don't. I don't think it's partly that they don't want people to follow the formula. Keep seeing the freaking bits thing pop up. It makes me look over. Dean. It's Dean? What shouldn't it be principal? Damn. Out. True. What you doing today? Oh, so he just does. So it is basically kind of the same class. You suck at YouTube. Yeah, I'm feeling called out on that one. You don't gotta call me out like this, there, Ludwig. The Instagram. Yeah, something people can watch on their own time. I'm gonna go off of what I said earlier for this. Not everyone can catch a live stream, but people can watch a video whenever they want. You post like I said, you post a 25-minute video, they can watch that on their lunch break. You post, or they can watch that when they're going to bed. They can, or before they go to bed, they can watch it when they want to on their time. They might not be able to make a stream because they're probably working, or they got school, or they got to go to bed, or life. YouTube, whenever they want. They got 20 minutes to spend. They got 20 minutes to kill before whatever. If you got 20, 25-minute video, they can watch that video. And if anything, if they can't finish that video, they can always go back. They might not, but they can. God damn. Makes sense. YouTube is my TV. I watch YouTube of shit and content creators over TV shows. It could. It could fuck up massively and get taken down, yeah. I just want to focus on two, Twitch and YouTube for now, because I, as a single individual, would be overwhelmed. All right, so be honest with myself. No YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. I was trying to come up with something snarky for that. I can't. I struggle to upload consistently. Yeah, I guess I don't have a consistent thing, so that's it. I upload, but my videos suck. In my opinion, they do. But the problem is that's in my opinion. I also know that looking at statistics, yeah, I'm great at YouTube is not it. So these two for sure. But the only problem I have with this one, let me pull up something so I can go off of this. Like, what was my last video? I think the last one I did was the Bloodborne video, right? Nope, that's live. I need videos. Oh, never mind. The last one I did was Charlie and LARP thing. This one's my best one. I don't want to use this one because this one was just because Charlie was in the title. I can guarantee that, so I'm not going to use this one. This one was just because of what was in the title and it made it more appealing. So we'll do the first Bloodborne video. 4 views. Alright, what was my... what's it called? Impressions. 768 people had a chance to click on this video, and only 4 people did. 0.3%. Click-through rate. Impression click-through rate. What is... let's see, what's my other best one? I mean, maybe I'll use this one for it. What was this? 2.4. Yeah, we're not using that. Let's see, what's that? 25, 29, 30... 48. I might use that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Let me look at my Xenoverse 2 video. What's the statistics on this? 48 views. 1.3. Okay, that was kind of a terrible one. it was good. But 48 viewers, 2.6 thousand people had this pop up on their sidebar like this here. Because you can't see what I'm looking at, like this here, or on their front page of YouTube, and 48 people clicked on it. And it actually got watch time, 4.1 hours of watch time total. That's not bad. So then people did, for the most part, stick around and watch this thing. At least 5 minutes out of the 40. So I mean, not well, but honestly, not bad in comparison to the most. 100% of people not subscribed watched it. Nice. Great. Fantastic. I'm awesome. Anyway. Point notwithstanding. Like, the impressions are low. That's kind of the point I want to make. Like, not too many people have seen this, so it's hard for me to say that the video sucks. It's just... new people are hard to get into. I am 100% agreeing with that. I'm not gonna just... I don't always just watch someone new just because. So, that's definitely hard to say that my videos suck. I don't know. I think they do. Other people might not. Obviously, I have people keep coming back. I must be doing something right. I'm some people's cup of tea. Post your VODs. Yeah, absolutely. Party C. Damn. The chat cooking her. For me, it's just motivation. I just look at it like I don't need the bum rush to upload anything. Ain't no one gonna fucking watch it. Like, I don't have the motivating factor. I don't feel like I think it's me missing that word again. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. I gotta Google it. It's gonna bug the fuck out of me if I don't. Sim. Illy. To require. Necessity. I think that was the word I'm thinking of. There's no real necessity for me to sit down and make sure I'm editing a video and posting it. No one's gonna be there. Like, I don't have to worry about it because ain't no one gonna watch. Like, it's not like I got 100 people chomping at the bit waiting for my next upload. So I don't need to sit there and be like, oh man, I gotta get this edited. I gotta pump this out. So it it's kind of definitely a motivation thing. Like, if I had that feeling of, you know, I got people waiting for me. I got people hoping I go live tonight. Like, it's just a motivating factor. It's just like maybe on a day I'm just not really feeling it, but I can't really think of like what it is I want to stream. I'm just like, if there's people there to watch, they wouldn't give a shit. They probably, if I'm not playing a game, they're down to shoot the shit. If someone's waiting for me to play a game, then they don't have to be at that one. That's fine. So it's a tricky thought process. Of course. We're doing it. Oh yeah. Well, what the fuck? Is she wearing shorts? It looks like she's just wearing swim bottoms. Maybe it was a skirt and it rode up. He goes, watch your mouth. True. Honestly, fair enough. Son of a bitch, I drank way too much. I drank way too much goddamn water. Hold on. I believe that. But I do want to throw in something that makes YouTube a little harder today than compared to 10 years ago. Thumbnails. Thumbnails did not exist up until I don't know how many years ago. Before you uploaded a video, it ripped something, it ripped a scene from your channel, or it ripped a scene from that video, and that was the thumbnail. There were no overall thumbnails like this. You did not have to worry about that. And I think that made shit easier. Yes, this allows you to customize a channel and add personality to it. But it also means that if you can't either make one yourself or pay someone else to do it for you, you struggle. Mine, I don't think look good. Mine, I think probably missed the point to some extent. But I'd straight say that when people say that you should have started YouTube 10 years ago, it's something I agree with because there wasn't as much they had to worry about then. Which is another reason why I dig Charlie, because he doesn't do anything crazy or spectacular for his thumbnails. He takes a snapshot of something that's a point, whether it's of his face, of whatever it is he's talking about, of like the stream he's currently doing with Vice City on the screen. He makes a thumbnail. He's done. It works. He continues to do it, and he continues to succeed. He continues to grow. Maybe he might not try doing Ludwig's fucking style of doing all that kind of shit, but Charlie's still relatively successful and still rich. I'm pretty sure his bank account continues to go up. I mean, motherfucker has a soap company for crying out loud. He blows his money on esports stuff. Yeah, Ludwig's a part of that team now, so it's probably a little easier on the bank account. But yeah, no. Thumbnails I think are absolutely what make it a bit of a struggle because I don't spend a lot of time on them, but that kind of goes hand in hand with the editing, but also just because I don't know what resources I can find that I have access to where I can make it in a way that comes across. Because obviously, it'd be easier if, again, I had money and I could just pay an artist, hey, draw this for me, make me a thumbnail of something like this idea, what have you. Like, the most I can do is maybe find someone to draw a few images and then just recycle them. I could do that. I don't know, but for me, it's definitely thumbnails are an aspect. I wish I could just not do them, but they're definitely a requirement in this day and age, and that's what I think is also a downside to YouTube. Talking about doing YouTube 10 years ago, you didn't have to worry about thumbnails like you do today. Titles. Ugh. Yeah. Well, technically they're right, but you're right. They're left. Yeah, it is. Because they also have a title AB thing too. See, now, here's how I'm curious about how YouTube does this, though. Is it actually comparing this based on the same viewer? Where, because I've had it where I've seen a title and thumbnail change. And I mean, it's just, I keep looking at it, I'm like, okay, I'll watch that later. Okay, I'll watch that later. Okay, I'll watch that later. And then I've had it where it changed when it finally got to the point of later. As dumb as this sounds. And then it finally became later, and when I click on it, it's like this instance. I had this loaded before. I had this loaded under a different thumbnail and title, I believe. It's probably still that way on my laptop, because I was going to watch it after I got home from work. Or I was thinking I'd do this, I'd put it on a stream. Wasn't going to be today, because I was thinking of a game, but that's besides the point. But it was something that's later. It's only irony that now I'm watching this under a different title and possibly thumbnail. So does it count for that? Because I technically have clicked it under two different titles and maybe thumbnails. I don't know if it's got a different thumbnail, but I've clicked on this and under two different titles. Does it count both of those from both of them, or is it only going to count this one because this is the one I'm actually watching? That's one question I want to have, because it could be a similar scenario that people saw this one first, but they either have another video that they're watching or something else. Like they're like, oh, I'm going to watch that, but I'm going to watch it later. And then when they finally get around to clicking on it and watching it, it's the second one. So is this actually objective, or is it just happenstance? Or at least if it is objective, how much of it is happenstance? Because it could very well be that maybe 2 to 3% is happenstance. I was already going to watch it. It just was a different thumbnail and title when I finally got around to it. Because for me, I'm probably part of a small percent. I was already going to watch this. It's just under a different title this time. But I don't know. I don't think YouTube can measure that. It's just irony. Like in this instance, it's happenstance. I have this loaded on my laptop. I get on my laptop. I'm hitting the YouTube button to bring it back to my homepage. I don't need it on my laptop anymore. I'm not gonna watch it a second time. I don't need to. Yeah, the yellow pops. Yeah. I want to say the one on the right. Because the white pops out. Really? Okay, that's confusing. Because I could see the first one, the yellow popped out. That one, in terms of squinting, the white pops out. Like, this one seems more like your eyes have to be wide open. It looks different seeing the motherfucker in a cave versus next to a waterfall. But why? And he doesn't explain why. Does he explain why in the 5.5 hour version? Because I don't like the first one. I can see it; it makes sense. The yellow jacket stands out when you talk about the Michael Reeves method of squinting. But if I'm squinting, the white's gonna draw me. But if you take away the blur, I'm like, yeah, him being squished, splunking in a cave draws my attention a little bit more than him standing next to a waterfall. Because I didn't know what the hell he was doing in that one. Like, full picture, and I can see it. Yeah, him being trapped, splunking in a cave, whatever it's called, with the squirming through tight spaces where you could potentially get stuck, is a lot more interesting than this one. But squinting, I'm like, the white's gonna draw me in on that because I don't know what the fuck it is. Yeah, I'll probably have to watch the full at some point for some more context because I think this is just a supercut, and I'm missing context heavy. He said he stole the shit. Is this where he says he stole that shit? The I accidentally title? How to make a title. Steal that shit. Yep, this is it. Steal that shit. He goes, yep, steal that shit. Unfortunately. Oh my god, son of a bitch, this is what I get for chugging water. I gotta use the bathroom again. Be right back. Oh, I was just going to the bathroom, goddamn. Okay, and I'm back. Jesus. Okay. Jesus, I apologize for breaking the seal. This is what I get. Hopefully, I don't go to the bathroom again in 10 minutes, but I probably will. Alright, anyway. Oh, if you're still here, Kiwi, welcome back. Do I want to try turning any of this into a video, though? I don't know. You keep doing it. Well, yeah, if you enjoy it and seeing what sticks. Yeah, well, what's stuck I don't want to do again. Hello. They're out. Yeah, it is. Almost 2 a.m. And I still got a lot because I keep pausing to talk. Shit, I even feel like a minute for me is too long. Disagreement from my point of view on that one. I can't get away with something like that. I do that, someone's clicking off. I do that shit within the first 10, 30, whatever seconds. They're clicking off. Plain and simple. I've seen a bunch of people like it's highly dependent gripe. It is. Not everyone will immediately click off, but it is something I've seen people say that they see a streamer or a content creator. Oh god, no. I'm not gonna be on for 5 more hours. Maybe up until 3. Like if I'm not done with this video by 3 o'clock, then I'm just gonna leave whatever's left and I'll watch on my own time. But yeah, but that is something I wouldn't get away with. I think someone gets that point and hears me trying to pitch my tell them to hit the subscribe button, they're gone. Yeah, but it's a very, very late shift. 3, yeah. I'll keep going until 3. I hear something. Hang on. Thanks. Yeah, but I got a short shift and a late shift tomorrow. So I don't think I've ever hit the sub button because I was asked exactly. Not everyone's going to do that. It's a variable thing. Like some people might not care about being told to hit the subscribe button in the first 30 seconds. There are people who hear that and they click off that video so fucking fast. So it's just like, yeah, maybe someone like Ludwig can do that because of just the sheer count he has. But I think someone like me with, I try to hover down there like I can use it as a reference. Speaking of, he got 660K in whatever time frame since he's done this video. Um, yeah, but I think anyone with a smaller count does that same shit. They're clicking off. Exactly. The middle or the end is usually when some people do it. Not everyone can get away with doing it at the beginning. Yeah. Middle of the video or end of the video from I'd say most small channels. Big ones can maybe get away with this because like if no one's if I'm not if I let's say I unhit the button. Actually, could even use this number on his screen as an example. Boo! I could hit the unsubscribe button. Oh no! Now he's only at 66,000 or 6,900,000 subscribers. Let him wipe away the tears with the several $100 bills he'd have in his hand. I'm like, for me, that one sub is a bigger difference than it would for him. Like, if they don't hit the sub button or click off because they didn't want to watch his video, he'll be fine. Exactly. It literally, I will 100% admit this. Every person matters, don't get me wrong. Whether you're 1 million, whether you're 10, or whether you're 10 subs, whether you're a million subs, that's still a human being on the other side of the screen. But I'll admit, it gets to a count like this where one person unsubscribes or flat out refuses to subscribe. You're at 6 fucking million. Who gives a shit? Like, I'll admit it does it gets to a point when this number doesn't matter. Like, I'd be grateful for this many people, don't get me wrong. But it would genuinely get to a point when if it doesn't go up any higher, okay, I'd be grateful if it does. If it gets a little lower, okay, it's a shame. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you were here for a time. Hopefully, you find someone good to replace me with. That's fine. That's the nature of the game. But it does get to a point when this just. It doesn't matter. If I broke 5 mil, it could literally just stay at 5 mil. Like, right now, I'd like to see 45. I'm only at 39 now because, I can take a guess who, unsubscribed. I can't tell, but I can take a guess. I could be wrong. But, um, but yeah, like, again, every human being that hits the sub button absolutely matters. But I do think that this number can get to a point when you can literally say it whenever. It could be in the first second of your video. Yeah. Yeah, but you can say hit the sub button in the literal first second of your video. You're at 5 million subs. Who gives a shit? If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. You got 5 million other people that are already here, even if they're not all watching on a regular basis. But yeah, like, I couldn't get away with this. I could not get away with dropping this sentence in the first 30 seconds of the video. I couldn't. I'm not saying I can't try. I just don't think it would succeed. You have 30 seconds or your car will explode. Oh, the tone was absolutely good. Okay, never mind. I do want to, again, pause here from me. Once again, I have to be quiet. I don't have a traditional room. I don't have. I got 3 walls and a room divider I bought off of Amazon that's fabric. It covers about half. I can't be loud. I can't get some more tones. I pick and choose times to do streams and recordings like this because there's no outside sounds. My family's asleep. My brothers are especially loud when they want to be. And my mother can, especially from the living room, because again, I don't have a traditional bedroom, could hear me talk and other shit. I don't want to be heard by them as best as I can. And even with a fourth wall, well, yeah, maybe I'd be muffled, I'd be quieter. Like, right now, I'm trying to stay in a tone where I can be heard enough, but I'm not gonna wake anybody up. And even now, I'm a little worried. But I think I'm at a degree of tone that I've done a few times and I haven't gotten complaints yet, so. But I can't be loud. Don't they know you stream? My mother does. I'm gonna guess my brothers probably do at this point. But even still, like it's also just a thing of I don't want to say embarrassment, but I just don't feel comfortable when they can hear me. It makes me feel like I can't be as wacky or weird, and especially I don't like saying certain words directly with my mother. Like she can probably hear me if I when I do it in days that she's home and she's watching TV in the living room. It doesn't feel good knowing that she can hear me say this shit, but unfortunately, that's the nature of my current living situation. Um, I definitely think I might get a little better should I be on my own, whether that's in a house, if I somehow get that level or degree, or probably in a similar fashion to how I'd feel now, but maybe a little bit of a higher threshold, an apartment. I'd be still a little hesitant on tone because obviously I'd have other people on either side of me, and if it's a second floor, underneath and potentially above me if it's a third floor, or if there is a third floor and I'm on like a second, as an example of like multiple. But I feel like I could be a lot louder in that instance. So right now, I'm just subject to living situation and comfort. Yeah, but I don't make enough money for an apartment just yet. Um, with hope, if this takes off, then I can hopefully get to a point when maybe I can try doing that. But fingers crossed. For now, I'm just gonna keep doing what I feel like I can do. But why not buy a house? Trust me, I'd love to. I would. Um, but yeah. So right now, I'm trying to be as authentic as I can be with the tone I can do during whatever time I decide to stream. But it's definitely just comfort because there's plenty of video ideas I have in my head. I just get hesitant with it, and especially the number of times I've sat down, hit the record button, and what would have been 10 minutes when I'm pacing around my room thinking about what it is I want to say ends up coming out in like 2 minutes. I want to try to get into the habit of at this point just recording myself talk with my phone. Yeah, it is pretty bad. So pop. Yeah. But yeah. But in terms of certain video ideas I have, I might just start recording myself on my phone to where the quality will be shittier because it's on my phone, but at least it might come out in the way I want it to, as opposed to me walking around my room, walking around outside, pacing around in my house, talking about what it is I want to say with this video subject I have, and then sit down and then I end up speed running it in a shorter period of time because I just want to get it over with. I don't want to do that. Because I feel like I could get 10 minutes out, but then I sit down, hit the record button, and 2 minutes. I mean, I can try doing a stream and then just trimming that to a video. Like maybe if you popped in and I just started going on a subject, and then I just take that, or hit the record button and then take that and turn it into a video. I could try that. So we'll see, because I do want to try doing more video stuff. But if I can, like, take me going into a subject from a stream, like, maybe I can do, like, a stream tomorrow. Well, not actually, because there's a game I'm going to play. But, like, as an example, I can do a stream where maybe I only plan on being live for, like, an hour. So maybe for, like, 10 minutes of that hour, like, you pop in. Yeah, kind of clips. Kind of clip adjacent, but maybe I get, like, 10 minutes out of it. And I just, like, pull up stuff on, like, this, and then just, like, and then pull up whatever it is I want to talk about. And then I just edit that into the video idea that I have. So it's like, okay, cool. I'm talking to talking to someone to where I can get it to come out in the way I want to, and I can pull up the ideas that I have in terms of like what I want to use as talking points. I can try that. I'd have to wait for like someone to pop in for it. So literally the idea would be going live for like an hour and then figuring out what to do for that time frame. And yeah, I know it's up. I stuck with it because I thought it was funny. Um, but I also never see it, so I don't really give two shits. But but yeah, I mean, I can try that and get the video ideas that I have that are talking videos out that way. Because I don't know why, I'm just hesitant on making those because, like I said, I sit down and what I feel like would be 10 minutes, I end up doing in 2 because I speed run and cut out a lot of things I want to talk about, which kind of makes that redundant. Like, I literally have started and then just been like, well, I'm not doing this anymore because I'm speed running it, and I just never sit down and get to it again. But yeah, because I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll probably try that idea at some point. Probably, yeah. Like I said, maybe I'll try going live at some point, or maybe I'll do like a let me turn my voice down a little bit. I feel like I'm getting a little too loud. Maybe I can try doing like a post on YouTube or whatever of like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go live at X time today and I want to talk about this. I'll probably be live for an hour. Stop by. Stop by if you got a chance. Boom. I could try that. And then once you like pop in for it, if you see the post or like hit it with a I'll be there, then I can be like, all right, cool. Hit the recording, hit start recording on my OBS and go off. I could do that. Like, here's what I want to talk about today. Damn, that was loud. Excuse me. But I could try that. That might actually work. No, you're good. Like I said, the point of me recording it is I'll cut out anything that, if I end up straying off subject, I'll cut it out. Plain and simple. Because that's the point of recording it. Like, I can literally delist the VOD because I got what I wanted out of it, which was the recording, and then cut down the recording, and then post that, and then there it is. So the VOD's completely gone, or if you have the link, you can watch it whenever you want, but the point of it is the recording, and I got that. I could do that. That might work. So, we'll see. I can try that. But anyway. Mm-hmm. I tried being me. Yeah, I can't be loud. So, I gotta work on that. I think it's a good idea. I'm quite busy because of school and work, so I'm not sure if I could. It's very, like, dependent. I'm like, well, the idea is it's not gonna be long. Like, literally bare minimum. I'd say I'd go live for an hour, but the idea is if I went live and you showed up in the first 5 minutes, I'll go through it as I want to say. If I end it in 20, the stream can be done. Like, it would genuinely just depend if you can make it. If you're there for 10 minutes, or can only be there for 10 minutes, then I'll just finish my thought process afterwards. I got started, I can finish. If you can be there for the whole time frame of me going off on whatever tangent it might be, if it's a tangent or if it's a discussion or whatever it is I want to do, cool. But I do think that the intent of going live at that point would just be to try and get that recording. And if it requires me doing a short stream to get that recording, so be it. I'll do it. It'll help me probably build. It would probably help me build up to being able to do it offline. To where, okay, cool. Now I can do it without having to go live. I can sit. I found my method. Do it the way that I'm comfortable with doing. Post it. No, I gotcha. Like I keep saying, I don't expect everyone who does want to show up as a regular to be here every single time. I don't expect it. It'd be wrong to expect it. It's why I also want to do. It's also why I want to do offline content, because I don't think you were here for when I said this. To me, I look at it like if I do a 25-minute offline video, like this wasn't something, maybe if it was part of a stream, maybe I just recorded offline, I made it into a 25-minute video. If you get a half-hour lunch break at your job, you can watch that on your lunch break. You get your food all set up, you sit down at the table, pop in an earbud, pop in both your earbuds if you don't talk to anybody, and watch the video. And then once that video's done, you got yourself all cleaned up, get your hands washed, phone away, go back to your job. I helped you get through your lunch break and maybe made your day a little better. I could try reactions. The only reason I'd be hesitant on doing reactions like this, because like if this took off and then I did it again, yeah, I just don't want that to end up being what my content is. I do want to play games. I do want to enjoy playing games. I got future ideas that if I can fund them, I'd like to do them. Because like I know one thing with this is I want to try and be able to do stories with this concept that I have of a character. I can't sing, I can't dance, I'm not going to be making music, but I'd like to be able to tell stories. I'd like to dive more into what a lot of VTubers do, which is they create lore, backstories, all this other kind of stuff, but they don't really do anything with it. I want to dive more into that aspect, at least in some point in the future. It might take me years, unfortunately, as much as I might want to be able to dive in that shit now, but I want that to be my focus. I want to do more with the lore I have in my head, with the concept. Because I am not talented, but I am imaginative. And that's what I want to take advantage of. It's just, I can't fund it. I can't pay someone to draw, and while AI is an option, I don't want to fight a prompt. I don't want to do that. And I don't want the stigma of, this dude uses AI. Yeah, I've been wanting to honestly do a stream while I sit down and try doing it, because I have... Let me see. Hang on. Was it this? Yeah, it was. Because I have... As a quick thing, I've got to change up the idea, because this is all I put. But I kind of want to go more, like, I kind of want to spend a stream at some point, but I want to change it from how I did this to kind of more, like, bullet point style. Because if I try